recently, Double M had shown me a video called "Do People Know About This?" by a user named PatchyDog, as you can see. And I watched the video, and yeah, it warrants this what I'm going to display, because dear God, it's so because dear God, that something really stupid happened. Anyway, so you might notice that it starts with PatchyDog being in the finals of a tournament, a one-on-one tournament, and his opponent will be decided by a match by a user named the Bev, who is using Kazuya, and a Japanese Bayonetta player named Eri, and who, by the way, beaten a Sonic named Mamimi. And so yeah, let's get to watching this. And the Kazuya player gets to be the opponent. A bit of a slight montage. Oh, and yeah, PatchyDog at the cave. And wait, what? What's going on? What? Yeah, I've seen enough. And so, in case you couldn't tell, Bebe used an infinite, or actually a pseudo-infinite with Kazuya against K. Rool, and yeah, let's go into detail. First off, did you notice that the Bev was spamming that purple electricity move? Yeah, I have not played Ultimate, so I wouldn't know what's going on exactly, but I know that it's dealing stun, and yeah, take a close look at what the other move is involved. A jab that keeps the opponent stun locked long enough for the purple electricity move to be used again. And repeat. Yeah. I already protested about jab resets because that's something I learned about recently, actually. And yeah, I don't like jab resets. In fact, I called out as much in a recent blog post of mine for Kid Icarus Uprising, entitled Combos and How Kid Icarus Uprising Addresses Them. And I talk about how Kid Icarus Uprising involves, as part of the Mercy defense, knockback immunity when you're in the knocked flying or knocked down state. So, I mean, I would be content with high enough knockback armor to prevent weaker hits from dealing any knockback, because yeah, during the Mercy defense, but yeah, I still prefer knockback immunity to just being cheated by things like jab reset. In that jab reset video for Ultimate, it says that you're locked. It says that 3 consecutive jab resets do not work. But obviously, this isn't 3 consecutive jab resets. This is a guy able to knock it K. Rool all the way to 500%, and quite possibly even higher. You can't tell me to just DI, because there's not. I do see that the chap has knockback growth, but it's not nearly high enough. I mean, if you try DIing, you just suffer. You just suffer being hit with a KO move. It's not high enough to avoid. Not high enough to break the infinite in the first place. Oh, and I also should mention, K. Rool's percent is 179.5%, and then, or PatchyDog's percent is 179%. And that's when he gets hit with the infinite. K-Rool is obviously stunned. What is stopping Kazuya from using a forward smash? And don't tell me it will be weak enough. Kazuya is a heavyweight. I know that much. I mean, I've even seen that he gets that tough guy trait that Bowser has, and to a lesser degree, but still. There's no reason why Kazuya wouldn't be able to hit Patchy. The fifth wouldn't be able to hit PatchyDog with a forward smash. Kazuya is closer to the center at this point, and K-Rool is close enough to the edge. I don't see how a forward smash wouldn't hit hard enough to KO PatchyDog. I mean, this is an infinite is impractical because the fifth is has a stock deficit because PatchyDog has 2 stocks. The fifth has 1 stock left. I mean, that's even why the PatchyDog should just zoom out here. Air dodged up forward. Air dodge. What I can guess is a forward smash. It's K-Rool's forward smash. Excuse me, cold that's been persisting for a few days at this point. But anyway, PatchyDog used a forward smash, but the fifth was able to air dodge it, even though the fifth had just been hit with a down air. So yeah. Bite of evasion. Bite of cheeky evasion, followed up by the fifth being able to infinite. But stupidity like infinites are back standard. I mean, surely it wouldn't warrant a video like this. I mean, jeez. I mean, infinites are so commonplace that they are. Wait, cancelled? You've been disconnected due to inactivity? What? What? When playing online, please refrain from unsporting behavior such as disconnecting mid-battle. He didn't do that, or picking on a specific. It's a one-on-one. These behaviors may lead to you being temporarily restricted from online play. What? No way, right? You exhibited unsporting behavior or you disconnected during a previous online battle, so you are temporarily banned from playing online. You can play online in 37 minutes. So he gets banned for being caught in an infinite. What? What? So, I need to go into detail about this idiocy. You've been disconnected due to inactivity. This is to prevent people from being away from the Nintendo and being AFK. Because that was, I can cite that was a persistent problem in Kid Icarus Uprising. Because yeah, I experienced it a lot. And there was no kicking out of any players who were inactive. So yeah, and I know players would brag about wins even when the opponent has been AFK. I mean, I don't do that. I didn't do that. I just attack the active players to make them the angel, and then attack the inactive player, beat them around because it wasn't a fair fight. We're beating the inactive player around means I avoid depleting the angel's life bar by too much. I could just tech shape the angel and deplete a lot of life from them that way, but whenever I KO one of the angel's allies, and they don't take a lot of damage actually. So yeah. Anyway, the point is, mm, AFK punishment has been needed, and it started in Smash 4. But again, what was PatchyDog supposed to do about this? Because he couldn't DI, the knockback was just too low to begin with. He just kept being bounced not far. So Kazuya was able to circle around. So the Reve was able to circle around him repeatedly. So he got punished for being caught in an infinite. Yeah, excuse me. I need to find the nearest wall I can make use of for doing my Manfred von Karma imitation.